Hi, I'm Kat the Book Tart. I'm a beach tart right now. It's nighttime here. You might be able to hear the ocean. And I have kind of a tan on my pale white skin. um, and I've been doing a little bit of reading. I wanted to tell you about a wonderful paranormal romance from Kira Brady. It's the third and final installment in her Dead Glass trilogy. And though it could be read as a standalone, you get a lot more out of it if you read the first book, 1 and 2. Um, the novel I'm talking about is called Hearts of Chaos, and I was lucky enough to receive an advanced reader copy, but I wanted to show you the cover because it's pretty. So here we go. Hearts of Chaos. Yummy. Okay, so Kira Brady has created a fantastical, amazing paranormal world. She combines elements of steampunk with steam and coal-generated power. Um, she has dragons and other shapeshifter race, so the Drakkar and the Kavati and the humans. And there's Babylonian mythology and Norse mythology and Native American, and it's all woven together in this beautiful tapestry that just covers you, envelops you. You believe it. You read this world, and she makes you feel it. Each of these books has followed a hero and heroine on their journey, but there's an overarching uh, apocalyptic adventure. And the heroine of this novel, Hearts of Chaos, is Lucia, if I'm saying that right. Could be Lucia, but I think it's Lucia. Lucia and Corbett. Corbett is the leader of the Kavati race, and he's a thunderbird. And Lucia is the crane, and there's a lot of prophecy involving her. She might lead the Kavati to their saving, or it could be destruction. She's not sure. And she's not sure how, yeah, would you like all that weight on your shoulders? I've been curious about her for a couple books. She goes through a huge, life-changing, horrible circumstance, and the unraveling happens. The demons are let into the world, or the ghosts, I guess. Anyway, the spirits of the other realm now have easier access, and there's a Babylonian goddess wreaking havoc. She wants to recreate her pantheon. She's, yeah, it's super cool. It sounds complicated. It's not. It works. You get it when you're reading it. But it's all about the characters. The world building's cool, but it's the characters. So Lucia is finding out who she is and who she is after she's been broken. She's rebuilding herself, and it's got elements of an arranged marriage, which, as a romance fan, I'm fascinated. I've read that trope before, and this is a bit different. She's supposed to marry the leader of the Kavati, Corbett, and she feels smothered and she feels unloved, and that's not for her. She wants to choose her destiny, and Corbett lets her go, maybe. And Corbett feels, she thinks he's just this cold, responsible leader. And you get to see the other side of him, where he's uncertain and unsure and feels such a burden on his shoulders, and he wants to save all the people, and he wants to live for others. And both of them go on this amazing journey to save the world, and learn so many things along the way about each other and about themselves. And there's smexiness and passion, and they discover there's more to each other than the surface and what they thought. He thought she was a fragile, broken girl, and she thought he was a cold, unfeeling man. Both of those are far from the truth. And they're very, very strong, and I loved them, and I loved them even more together. And I'm chatting a lot. I wanted to read you a smidge from toward the beginning of the novel when they are talking about responsibility. Let's see. Would I trade it all for the ability to cut loose and drink till dawn and gamble my fortune away? Would I give up control? Responsibility. In order to waste my life away in petty, selfish, narcissistic pleasure? Never in a million years. Lifting her delicate chin in his fingers, he forced her to meet his eyes. She held the dominance in his gaze for a long heartbeat and looked away. Leading the force against Kingu had restored some of her self-confidence. He wished he could have been there to see it. Those of us destined to lead must put our own desires aside for the good of the whole. We can't afford to be selfish. He's very, very passionate and feels firmly, and he and Lucia go through an amazing journey. And the side characters are ones that we've fallen in love with from the previous novels, and there's some really horrible things going on in Seattle with Tiamat running amok, and danger and death and bravery and courage. Can you tell I love this book? I loved Hearts of Chaos and the whole Dead Blast trilogy, and I recommend you go get them and enjoy them and meet all these characters and the dragons and the thunderbirds, and yeah, it's good. So thanks for the Book Tart.